Go ahead, step out.
No weapons, anything like that?
Nah.
Alright, I'm gonna take you out like this just to check. Okay, go for that one for me.
Prepare to be stunned as the tables turn on justice itself. Behold the astonishing moment when a group of oblivious cops find themselves mistakenly apprehending an FBI agent. Irony reaches new heights in this unbelievable clash of roles and authority.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
Alright.
What's up?
Deputy Troy with the Sheriff's Office. The reason I'm stopping you is your plate's obstructed. Yeah. Whatever that thing's got, you gotta take it off, okay?
Okay.
Because it gotta be visible within a certain distance.
In a bold and audacious confrontation, Officer Akeem takes it upon himself to pull over an FBI agent, embarking on an eyebrow-raising encounter that escalates a routine stop into a sprawling investigation. But does Officer Akeem cross the line in his pursuit of justice? Let's delve into the story.
Now, when you went to driving school and a cop pulls you over, what they tell you?
Oh, you pull over when it's safe to do.
No, you pull over immediately. Okay? Let me tell you this. And now you pull over immediately.
Sure.
Because I don't know what you're doing inside this car.
Sure, yeah.
Hiding guns, you know what I mean? Officer safety is number one.
Yeah.
So pull over immediately. If, for whatever reason, I find it not safe, I'll get on the PA and say, hey, turn over at whatever stop.
Akeem, a tenacious and resolute law enforcement officer, apprehends a former U.S. Air Force special agent, once associated with the esteemed Office of Special Investigations and holding FBI credentials. Accusing the agent of potential police impersonation, unfortunately, the agent's grasp of his rights proves insufficient, causing him to unwittingly stumble into Akeem's skillful interrogation tactics.
You know what I mean? But when you keep rolling, it makes it go to from like just a routine deal to
I
like.
just didn't want to stop right there in the road where there's nowhere to pull over.
Yeah, well, I initially turned on right when you were in front of that little store.
I wanted to get, sure, yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I mean.
But you were like way back there. I thought I didn't know if you're running your sirens for me or for.
Well, and then even then, when you see sirens going, what are you supposed to do? Still keep going or pull over so the cop can go past you?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know we train together. You're the gang, right?
Yeah.
The well-intentioned officer mistakenly asserts that drivers are required to come to an immediate stop upon encountering such sirens, regardless of safety considerations within the United States. Individuals have the option to activate their hazard lights and cautiously proceed towards a secure, well-lit, and populated area. This approach prioritizes the safety of everyone involved. After this misguided guidance on driving, the officer proceeds to initiate a series of probing questions. As the agent continues to cooperate by responding to the officer's inquiries, the cop escalates his quest to uncover potentially damaging proof that might result in an apprehension.
Yeah, so who are you?
Former NDOC, and I used to work security at Harris.
Oh, okay.
I'm a contractor.
Okay. Do you have insurance on this thing?
My partner, huh?
Do you have insurance on this thing?
Yeah.
Your partner what?
Now my partner called me. I'm a contractor with Southwest Gas. So I got to go over there and get him logged into his computer.
Okay.
So I was kind of in a rush.
Hey, you live where?
Here in Carson City.
Where at?
Imperial. 333.
I haven't stopped you before, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to, because you said, but I can't. In my mind, no guns inside the car?
Nah, no fun.
Okay. That's what I'm more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
X-ray 5, code 4. Did you get my 28? I copy X-ray 5. The 28's going to be 8 Victor Union Tom 670 California. So you just got the car, right?
In November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because you gave me this, that's why.
Sure, it's whatever's in there. Is the insurance not in there? Like, it's not like at the mobile.
No, well, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
OSI special agents receive elite training, travel the globe, and operate throughout the full spectrum of federal law enforcement and counterintelligence missing sets. He doesn't want to blow his cover and remains calm the whole time, while the cop wants any slight reason to arrest him.
Yeah, but do that, man, because I don't, like I said.
Hey, you know what? When you're that far behind, though, that to me, I was like, all right, is this guy pulling me over, or what's going on?
Yeah.
So once I'm on there and I ain't got nowhere to pull over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't want to just pull over and stop and hold up traffic like that. So.
And at that point, we'll make that call. If there's too much traffic, we'll make that call for you. Let me give this to my partner so he can run, check you out, we can get you going, okay? I'm good. Can you run him out for me, though?
Yeah.
Can possibly.
The officer's attention is caught by an object resembling a siren device, prompting him to interrogate the agent regarding it. This revelation sparks a shift in the officer's attitude, leading him to become resolute in his determination to arrest the agent.
I'm on this side now, man. I don't want to get hit by a car, okay? Can you lower down this so I can talk to you? Okay. Have you ever gotten a ticket before or anything like that?
Yeah, way back.
way back?
Yeah.
What do you got right there up front?
That's a siren. I do contract security.
You contract
So some of the work I do requires to have a siren.
A siren?
This used to be a practice.
Yeah.
So some of I've contracted with just about every security. So
Okay. What kind of lighting does it have?
it doesn't have a light built in.
Well, it's got lights up there.
It's got light. It's got red and blues. It's got red and blues here on the back.
Turn it on. Yeah. All right, let me get him out the car.
Where's the car from? Oh, okay. Go ahead and step out, man.
No weapons, anything like that?
Nah.
All right, I'm gonna take you out like this just to check. Okay, go fist that one for me. Put that down for now, then I'll get it for you. So you're not like law enforcement, right? You're not a law enforcement officer?
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, you a cop?
No.
Okay, so you said you work security, right? Okay.
I'm a security contractor.
Copy. Whose car is it?
What do you mean?
Who?
So I'm gonna put these on for now, okay? Because wouldn't relax. There you
Why
go.
is it
Makes it
taking
better.
lights?
Yeah, I do contract work, so I have to have lights on the vehicle for some work.
They shouldn't be that color.
Yeah, they shouldn't be red and white, brother.
Yeah, it depends on who you're contracting with. If you contract with law enforcement,
Which agency do you contract with?
varies.
Names on ACOJ? So you have a contract?
I've worked with them.
Okay, so do you have a government ID?
I have a contract here.
Where's that?
It's in my hood.
Where'd you get this?
That's issued to me
Issue to you?
by my previous.
Federal Bureau of Investigation?
I'm gonna read you your rights too, okay? Because you're handcuffed, you know what I mean? So I feel more comfortable that way.
That's fine.
So the other right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used in the court of law.
Yeah.
If the right to talk to an attorney, have him present with you prior to any question if you wish one.
Sure.
If you cannot afford one will be provided to you by the courts. Okay, have your rights in mind. You want to talk to me? Let me see this thing over here.
In a surprising twist, the cop takes matters into his own hands and performs a surprise search on both the agent's body and his car. It turns out this whole ordeal tramples over the agent's Fourth Amendment rights, which are meant to protect him from unauthorized searches and seizures. Even though the agent doesn't exactly object during this surprise search, he could have later used this violation to launch a legal battle by filing a lawsuit. He even takes a moment to remind the officer that he's got a direct line to security duty, ready to jump into action at any moment, while the matter keeps on escalating.
No guns, right?
Nah.
Inside the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Who, because, like I said, man, too, there's money here. Okay. Put that back in, so I'll put it in the bag, okay? So the reason that you're in cuffs, okay, is per NRS. Unless you're a sworn officer.
I know in Nevada everybody stands for.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have red and blues.
Sure, yeah.
Right? Because then you could easily impersonate
Red.
a police officer.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that's the reason I have you in cuffs. Okay?
Alright.
You have this. This is great.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So who issued this to you?
My former employer.
Your former employer? So you used to work for the FBI at one point?
I've contracted with the Department of Justice and the FBI and other
Here in
Reno.
Reno? Where's their office at or what?
Resident agency. It's off of. It's next to Wells Fargo. It's right by the traffic circle there.
Okay. I'm just throwing it out because I have no idea where they're at. Okay. You ever been arrested?
Nah.
Never been arrested?
Not as an adult. No.
Just as juvenile?
Yeah.
What is this? Nevada State of Nevada Private Investigator.
Yeah.
So I see. I mean, and you're an investigator.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
But then you're also
I'm a contractor for Southwest Gas.
for Southwest. So that's like
That's
your
here. Yeah.
That's your primary job.
Yeah, it's my part-time job, and I have my own cybersecurity company. Yeah.
Okay. So this is
That's where I was headed to right now. To
okay.
log my partner back into his computer because he got locked out.
Okay. And then this right here. This did you work?
That's a guard card. Yeah, that's a Nevada. That's PIOB Private Investigators Licensing Board. That's an issued guard card.
Yes. And this, I mean, you're allowed to. I mean,
Sure,
you
yeah.
get this because you private security or private investigation. Maybe I think my wife's cheating on me.
Sure.
And I hire you, right?
Yeah.
Would that be what it be?
Yeah.
I can hire you and be like, hey, go follow my wife or do whatever, right? But you have to go through.
No. I'm also I'm a cybersecurity researcher. Also, I don't have to do all of that. To hire me as a PI, I don't even need that. You can hire me as a hacker.
So where did you get this?
That's what I've worked previously. And that's my guard card for currently. If I want to work as a guard, I'm licensed to do so.
As a guard?
As a security officer or a private.
Oh, like a guard. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. With PIOP.
Can you check this one, sir, too? Maybe that number will come back to something.
Since you got the badge, where's your creds at? Where's your federal creds at?
I don't need federal credits because I'm not paying my contract.
You have an FBI badge. Yeah, I used to be a task force officer with the FBI.
Okay, which task force? Station.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You ever work for them?
So you know Elkington?
No. So when did you work for them? Well, I'm texting somebody right now. If you impersonate a federal officer, you might be in trouble.
Okay. And like I said, with the red and blues, that alone right there, okay? That's what you're in handcuffs.
But that's not an offense in and of itself to have red and blue
Yes,
lights.
it is. And I'm going to show you the NRS.
You have to actually run those
No,
lights.
you don't. They're in your vehicle, and I must destroy those. Okay? I'm going to pull up the NRS for you.
I've went to a police officer academy. I know what the
Well,
NRS
you
is.
might again, but I went.
Have they updated the NRS?
Let me show you.
Have they? Okay.
And let's go over here. That way, let me get a bag, so I can get your money in there and all that good stuff. Okay, while we sort this out. So that was issued to you, say, right? That little FBI deal. You didn't steal it or find it or no. And then that the ID. Where'd you get that? Because that's not the department of.
That's that was issued to me by my employer. That's issued to me by my employer. That's
not the Southwest one, but the other one.
That's issued by the state of Nevada.
Did you? Can I go and get one of those too?
Sure. Yeah, with the necessary training.
Can a private citizen go and get that?
Yeah.
What kind of training do you go to?
You get a security guard job and you get your license through your employer. And then to upkeep that, whether you're
What's all this right here? Is this like a key to get the car running or no?
Nah, it's a USB.
Oh, USB deal.
After his arrest, he was taken to the station, and from there on, nothing was ever heard about the arrest, nor did it air on the news. The police hid the matter, and the agent whose name is hidden never filed a lawsuit for invading his privacy. The case ended silently, leaving behind a lingering feeling of unanswered questions. This whole situation highlights the significance of knowing your rights when dealing with the police. If you want to watch more police cam stories, subscribe and turn on notifications for more. Enjoy the next video.